Hello, everyone. Today's topic, the message of obstacles. One of the things that many of us in all cultures embrace is sports and games. Now, somehow, somewhere within us, there is this nature of game and play. Of course, as we grow up and we become adults, we kind of sometimes lose that spirit, but it is part of our nature to play and to play games or sports. And one of the dynamics in sports is the better you get in your training, it means there are more challenges, obstacles or hindrances you have to take. That shows how good you are. You know, like if there is a good tennis player, he will play with someone who is good and strong and has good technique and who can challenge him by sending hard balls and balls with special effects. And if you have the aim to be good, if you have the aim to transcend your present state, if you have the aim maybe even to be a champion or a national champion or Olympic champion, you want good opponents who send difficult balls, who hit the ball hard and who hit with special effects, so you can train yourself. So there is this dynamic in sports and in games to aim higher, and then you are tested for that. Some similar dynamic exists in life as in general. All of us, we have very high potential. All of us have huge potential to deal with different situations in a benevolent way. And life and the physical universe actually wants to see us, the beings of consciousness, using that potential and aiming higher and not settle for the mundane or the superficial. And so when you're training for sport or something, you don't call the hindrances an obstacle, or you don't see it as something that has come to torture you. You see it as something that is inviting you to bring out the best. And so to see life in that way, at many levels, in many different ways, situations come to us, situations come to our lives. It may be our physical health, it may be in the forms of relationships, in the form of financial circumstances, social circumstances, in relationships. But these situations come actually to tell us, bring out something more, bring out something higher, bring out something deeper. You can give more, or you can develop something more. So, for example, a situation where someone is not nice, that calls on your ability to love, that calls on your ability to use wisdom, that calls on your ability to be compassionate and tolerant, but at the same time to be clear. And so obstacles are not, it depends on our mindset. If we see an obstacle as an obstacle, or do you see it as something that is inviting you to call on your higher nature and your higher potential as a spiritual being, as a soul? And so it would be very helpful, I think, for all of us to change our perspective and see life more with this. It is a sports, it is a game to play, and it is inviting us to use our values, our virtues, our powers, our wisdom, our power to discern, our power to love, our power to be compassionate, our wisdom, our discernment power, to use it more and to nurture it, of course, and to express it more. And we can all be winners of this game. And actually, time is such, it providing us with many, many opportunities. Life as if wants to see us using our highest potential, maybe even our angelic potential. And a yogi life, a spiritual life, is when you have that aim to transcend your lower nature and to call on that higher nature. And of course, meditation is part of the practices to understand your higher nature and to experience that for yourself so that you can then later express it. So let's take a few minutes for meditation and just become a bit more introvert, meaning focus the attention on self. And self means not the body, not the physical personality, but the spiritual being, the being of consciousness that you are. A being that transcends the limitations of matter and of human life. A being of light. A soul. One who has come into this world of matter, into this body, with a whole set of abilities and qualities that are timeless. Peace, purity, a deep sense of love for all and everyone. Feeling of brotherhood and family. And that innate nature of contentment and joy. And we've come to play this game of human life, which is intricate, many, many aspects. But we can handle. Let's change the language. Not obstacles, but invitations to draw on your inner higher wisdom, on your love. And of course, your partner, not your opponent, but your partner in this game, can be the Supreme Soul. The one who is ever clear, ever aware, ever wise, ever loving. So the self, a tiny living light, a being of peace. Free, pure, innocent, playful, Supreme Soul. Invisible beings of consciousness, soul and supreme, together playing the game. And the tool, the vehicle with which the soul, the real self, plays the game, is this body. These eyes are like the windows through which the soul can see and perceive the physical world. Tiny living light, pure, innocent, clean, timeless, serene, being of peace. Child of God. This is the real self, the soul. A guest in this body, a guest on this planet, playing the game. And any so-called obstacle, the message behind is just, it is inviting me to bring out that higher nature, that wisdom, that clean love. That peace and the feelings of brotherhood. So thank you. And this is an invitation to change your mindset. Obstacles, you say, yeah, I understand the message. Aim higher. It's an invitation to emerge the potential, the spiritual potential within. Thank you. Have a good